Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel, and today we've got some disappointing news regarding the Atlantic City expansion that was recently announced. So without any further ado, let's dive right on in. To cut to the chase, and if you missed it, during both the Xbox and Starfield Direct showcase on June 11th, we received a very well put together montage looking at how far Fallout 76 has come in the last several years, with the game hitting almost 15 million players. But near the end of that trailer, we received the announcement that players would be travelling to Atlantic City in the next expedition. Now, it wasn't made clear that it was an expedition until Bethesda made things a little bit more clear shortly after in an article discussing the Atlantic City expansion on their website, but all we were told that it was coming soon. However, during the Xbox Extended Showcase on June 13th, Fallout 76 got a little bit more time in the spotlight, where we finally received all the news and info regarding the Season 13 release date, which will also feature the Once in a Blue Moon update coming June 20th. However, during that presentation, we also got some major news regarding the actual release of the Atlantic City expansion, and let's play the clip so you can actually hear it for yourself.
And we're not done yet. Next year, we're taking players to Atlantic City, where they'll gamble on the fates of new factions for the opportunity to win big.
So there you go, the Atlantic City expedition is slated for next year. Not this year, not coming soon, but next year. And this is also going off of the back of hearing no word or hint of a 2023 roadmap for the rest of the year, which a lot of people in the community are still waiting for. Now, as much as this might come as a disappointment to many, and it's understandable that we would all love to have a time frame for its release a little bit closer than next year, but we have to consider the time that goes into making these expeditions. We had a bit of an understanding that when it came to the initial release for the Pit expedition, that it took the team roughly over a year to actually develop and implement the Pit, because firstly they had to create a brand new game world for us to travel to, and yes, more than likely a lot of existing assets were probably used for that, but on top of that there was NPC dialogue that had to be recorded, storyboards that had to be drawn out, there was new textures and new assets that had to be created, and of course general playtesting and quality control that had to be carried out before it got the green light for its release. So understandably, the Atlantic City expedition will probably follow the same development process, and given that between the Pit releasing and where we are today, we have seen a lot of updates in the space of that time. But as we've seen from the Atlantic City trailer, it does look like that they have been working on a lot of the world space that we will travel to, because as we can see from some of the in-game footage, we can see this boardwalk, which does give me some Far Harbor vibes. We can also see what looks like a casino with NPCs or possibly players gambling, and we can also see this snapshot of what looks like, and after a bit of research, looks like a new enemy type to Fallout 76, which from looking at current data mine images from the new Season 13 scoreboard could be the Fishmen. Quite possibly this was more than likely an alpha build that we've seen in the trailer, so more than likely this could be everything that they've worked on so far. But as much as I would personally love to see this expansion a lot earlier than next year, it's just great to see that they're actually working on it already, and not just something that they've told us, oh yeah, Atlantic City is the next thing, we'll let you know more soon, and have nothing to actually show for it. So when it comes to these things, I'm more on the side of look, just give it time, we'll hopefully see the fruits of their labour down the road, and going off of what we've seen already will be definitely worth it. However, going back to what I mentioned a little bit earlier about the lack of a 2023 roadmap, once players have played through the new Season 13 and the Once in a Blue Moon update, players will probably want to have a better understanding about what comes next. But that's where later today, and hopefully if it's featured in this, Bethesda will be releasing their Inside the Vault article, which does come as a bit of a relief, because we actually haven't seen an Inside the Vault article since April of this year. So hopefully in that article, and when it releases, hopefully that will either feature a new community calendar, because again, going off of what we have already, there isn't really a lot to go on, or hopefully we will finally see the release of a 2023 roadmap. But once that article releases, I'll make sure to get a video out and keep you up to date. But there you go folks, Atlantic City is next year. Let me know below in the comments what you think about this announcement, and your general thoughts and opinions about all the news we've received so far. We'll have more videos on the way covering the new Season 13 and the Once in a Blue Moon update, so if you don't want to miss out and want to be kept up to date with everything Fallout related, consider clicking that subscribe button and turning on that bell notification button. And if you enjoyed today's video, consider dropping a like. And before we head on out, I want to say a big thank you to our channel members for your continued support and dedication to the channel, and of course of all of our subscribers subscribers who've helped the channel to grow. If you're also looking at picking up some Bethesda theme items over on the Bethesda store, you can use my creator code BTPineapple062 to receive 20% off of your purchases at checkout. And if you'd like to support the channel a little bit more personally, consider checking out my merch store, which has an array of t-shirts, mugs, prints, and other pineapple themed merch, which I'll leave in a link in the description of this video. And lastly, to you, the viewer, the person who stumbled upon this video, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, Vault Dwellers, stay safe out there in the wasteland. Welcome to Vault 93, and I'll catch you all in the next video.